Let's jump in. How the heck are you going to control Diana?
That is the question of the day, really. I don't know. I know also, with my own experiences having a child now, everybody tells you, all of the parenting books, it's like you need to govern with a firm hand. Children appreciate discipline and structure. I have not been able to do that one iota with my own child. So I can only imagine trying to do that with a child who can potentially, who can astral project herself places. It's very challenging. So I don't know.
And Madeline had to make some tough choices last season.
Yes.
Because she wanted to see Diana.
Right.
Betrayed Nick, although so how's that situation going to happen?
I don't know how that situation. Well, as of the third episode, you'll kind of see a little bit of resolve to it. But I think Nick does realize that she did what she did in order to save Kelly and Diana. So there's a little bit of an understanding there, I guess. But I mean, she's in hot water big time.
Does she still love Nick?
Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah, she still loves Nick. She really, really would like to get out of the house. She is firmly against the captain, but it's just a matter of how.
How will the changes with now we're getting maybe a flash of Juliet, or or Eve isn't quite Eve, and just because it was going too easy to only have the captain between the two of you now.
The love quadrangle. So when Juliet and Eve start. Well, when Juliet starts coming back, when Eve starts morphing, when Eve starts to have feelings, it definitely sends a wrench into the Nick Adeline relationship that is growing. I don't know how that's going
to make the fans very unhappy.
Yes. Hopefully everybody will still be alive by the end of the season. We just don't know these days.
So I think there are two versions of Adeline, right? So there's a current one that we have that's sort of like nicer and approachable and has feelings for Grimm, and there's another version that's much more.
But I would say it's less two versions now. I think she's gone through a metamorphosis is more, and she has her powers back, but she's shown now that even having the powers back, she is able to maintain her humanity. So you'll see in the first few episodes, Adeline's powers aren't really being used, but her knowledge. So her Hex and Beast skill set is put into use, but for good this time.
For good. But what for you as an actress, what was the fun part? Was it playing for good or playing for?
Oh, I mean, it's all fun. It's fun having a job. That's what's best.
I have to say, as soon as I heard 13 episodes, I was like, but Claire just bought a house.
I know. Always the way. Yeah. Buy a house and you're sure that, I think we were all, but they haven't even told us if it's just 13. They keep kind of dangling this, and we could add more episodes this season, and so we just try not to, we try not to second guess. We try not to project any anxiety one way or the other. So we'll see.
And what are you hoping for personally in the upcoming episodes? 13 episodes, it is what it is for now.
Yeah.
But what are you hoping?
The great thing, 13 episodes allows us to keep the drama really tight, and so that's great because all of the episodes are going to be super jam-packed with information, with action, and for me, what I've seen so far is it's super jam-packed with Adeline getting to spend more time with the gang, and that's always what I want, is getting to hang out and work with my friends. So that's really all I want.
Who's your favorite person to work with on the cast?
I don't have. It's honestly when we're all there together, the day flies by. We just get to hang out really, and we all trust each other so much in terms of performance and acting that it's really it's a joy.
Well, every character has gone through an evolution. I think your character went through pretty much the
big
more
one.
starkest
Yeah.
evolution throughout the seasons. What can you think? Can you sort of like remember your mindset on season one about how you felt about the character versus now? What's the difference there?
Oh, well, in season one, I mean, I didn't even know if she was going to make it to another episode, much less season. And she was, Adeline was a killing machine, essentially. And so that, but we don't get, at the beginning of the season, we don't have really any idea of what our arc for the season is. So it's definitely a script by script evolution. So it's kind of that, like, getting to the end of it, going through it, I had no idea where it was going. So now I can kind of reflect back, and it's like, wow, that was crazy. But when I was in it, it just felt like, okay, this is the next thing, that's happening. Just putting one foot in front of the other.